Resetting stats, about to restart the game entirely.
What music
is
Oh, man.
a 3, 2, oh wait, no, 4. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Commence
All
the
right.
hype.
Alright, now we're going.
John Cena
Alright,
theme song.
the hype
Alright,
has
so
commenced
the
immediately. These
final
players are gonna
match of
spread out.
the final match of the day has begun, and Skittle Fiddle will miss first kill. And
Ooh, ouch, yeah, immediately. These guys
So
need to
Skittle
spread
Fiddle-
out, cover each
Skittle
other, take
Fiddle-
these Titans. This is, after all, duels. Kill stealing is still going to be extremely important. Looking forward to how these players deal with that.
Skittle Fiddle Dragon Slayer will get the first kills of the match. Dragon Slayer hitting higher damage, so now 700 damage ahead of Jaegerbomb, but they're still pretty much tied. So they both have 1k damage.
Yes, effectively.
And now
not going
Dragon
to
Slayer will
matter.
get a
This is
second
still
kill
very-
at 2k.
Oh, that 2K.
Now Legacy has pulled 3,000 damage, around 4,000 damage ahead of Jaegerbomb. So they're pulling 6,000.
Holy crap, Legacy stealing all those
Legacy-
kills, pulling way ahead.
Legacy has pulled like 6,000 damage ahead of Jaegerbomb at the moment. Legacy is winning by a
That is
huge
going
margin.
huge.
They're having a huge start right now against Jaegerbomb.
Jaegerbomb's going to have to pick up their game. I was expecting these guys to be neck and neck, but Legacy's just tearing up these Titans before Jaegerbomb can do anything. That's a really nice 2K right there. Catching up a little bit. They have a lot of catching up. Actually, I say that. They're all...
Complete
Yeah, actually,
amount
they
of
have a lot.
catching up to.
I was looking at
Alright, so
individual scores.
everyone's telling me to slow down. I don't know. Maybe I just talk fast when I'm tired, but whatever. So
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, so Legacy is at 18,000. Jaegerbomb is at 13,000. Legacy.
Jaegerbomb is catching it up, I have to say. They've managed to get the last couple
they're-
kills completely, doing really well for that.
They're catching up. They're slowly catching up, trying to close
And
the gap.
Now we're
And,
getting that neck and neck deal that I was talking about earlier, although Legacy getting a really nice couple of kills right there. A lot of 2Ks, that's always
Dragon
awesome.
Slayer hitting consistent 1Ks. I have barely even seen him miss so far. He has the most kills right now in the match. While everyone has 6, Dragon Slayer has 9. And so he has
Dragon
20.
Slayer is Legacy's ace in the hole for this event.
No,
Quite
Dragon
impressive.
Slayer-
Abe manages to run out of gas. That could be really bad for Legacy, oh my god.
Abraham Lincoln will run out of gas, which honestly puts a huge advantage to Jaegerbomb. If they can take this opportunity to catch up, this will be hugely detrimental to Legacy. If Jaegerbomb actually makes his matches to catch up with this and take advantage of this opportunity, and they're closing the
Jaegerbomb
gas
absolutely
gap
has kills, the skills
rapidly.
to catch up with this. They have already pretty much caught up the damage, and they're going to pull ahead until
And they
Abraham
are
Lincoln can get back in the air with 2 players that can easily outkill Dragon Slayer, even
They
though
just-
he's that skilled. A full kill feed almost.
They just pulled ahead 6,000 damage ahead of Legacy, 8,000 damage ahead of Legacy, and now, if they get another kill, it'll be around 9,000 damage ahead of Legacy. So, because of Abe's slip-up, they're now around 8,000 damage ahead of Legacy, now 6,000.
Abe Lincoln could very well cost this for Legacy. That was really, really unlucky.
Legacy
But either way, they're
needs...
back in this, and they're going to be neck and neck. Legacy is going to have to pull off the crap they did at the start of this game if they want to catch up, though. Jaegerbomb pulled so far ahead with that, and they are still getting a great kill feed.
Jaegerbomb is now 13,000 damage ahead of Legacy. Either Legacy will need to make a huge comeback, or Jaegerbomb will have to slip up, just like Legacy did, in order for Legacy to catch up. But now there's still 12,000 damage, with this 10,000 damage. With this huge gap, at this pace, if no one has any slip-ups, I think this is looking good for Jaegerbomb.
Absolutely. The skills these players have, they are neck and neck with the kill feed. It is going to come down to mistakes. If Jaegerbomb just holds it together and keeps going at this pace, they will completely beat out Legacy because of that mistake of Abe. I still can't believe that.
Just going back and forth between these 1Ks and 2Ks, you can see that even though there was that one slip-up, both these teams are just very, very consistent with these 1Ks. They're all remaining calm, they're all remaining level, and very, very accurate, which is what you need in this event. But looks like Legacy is actually trying to close the gap. They're closing the gap with only around 8k damage behind of...
They are slowly closing the gap. A lot of science showing up on the kill feed. Very nice. Also, I have to say that Dragon Slayer's average damage is absolutely phenomenal, getting so many 2Ks, many high 1Ks. That's probably helping a lot with closing
And
this gap,
Tornado,
even with the kill
Tornado
count.
76 got grabbed, and he will go down, which leaves Legacy
Oh, no.
a window to catch up and pull ahead of Jaegerbomb.
This
We'll
is
see if
still
they
early
take
on
advantage
the
of this.
wave. That is huge.
Jaegerbomb is 5,000 damage right now ahead of Legacy, 3,000 damage ahead of Legacy.
That gap is just going to close right up. Skittlefiddle not only has to respawn, but he has to get back in position. Finally getting back there, getting 2 kills, very good. But Legacy has already closed that gap considerably. Actually, that said, they are about 7,000 damage down.
Jaegerbomb is desperately trying to keep this gap open. You can see it in their eyes, even though you can't really see their eyes. They are just about, what's the math? 7,000 damage ahead of Legacy. 8,000 damage ahead of Legacy. So even though Tornado 76 did die, they're still able to keep this gap largely open. And at the moment, there's 6,000 damage, so around 7,000 damage ahead of Legacy.
Oh
so,
man, look at that kill feed. Jaegerbomb getting a huge boost right there. Legacy's really going to have to push, but neck and neck, Legacy is not being able to push forward here.
It is just huge kill feed right now. Just constant 5 kills on screen with 1k damage. Both the teams are honestly phenomenal, and it is exciting to see them just go at it. But
they would be neck and neck if it was not for that slip up earlier in game.
I actually think Legacy would be winning right now if it wasn't for that slip up earlier in game.
By at least a few thousand is my opinion on that. Yeah. Skittlefiddle getting a nice 2k. That's going to help widen that gap even more. A nice kill feed by Legacy though. 3, 4, 5 kills.
Legacy is now pulling ahead of Jaegerbomb by 900 damage. Legacy now ahead by 1,000 damage. Jaegerbomb tied. We're actually a little bit ahead of Legacy.
Legacy so pulling ahead with a massive kill speed.
Jaegerbomb ahead by 2,000 damage. Now they're just Legacy needs to pull ahead right now with like at least 1 or 2 kills.
Shout out. Yeah, Legacy showing off their pure dueling skill right there, stealing those kills to catch it up. That is going to be
Abraham Lincoln will get grabbed and die, which gives an opportunity with the last second here in the match.
You are absolutely right.
For Jaegerbomb to completely abuse this opportunity to pull like right into the 100,000 mark, but it looks like both players on Legacy are making mistakes. We're getting
this is not the time to make these kind of mistakes. They need to stay alive and steal kills.
Jaegerbomb at 99k with 1 more kill left to go. They will win. Legacy still needs 5,000 more damage. Jaegerbomb will win the match.
Jaegerbomb playing optimally.
Jaegerbomb wins.
So many mistakes by Legacy though. That was unbelievable.
5,000 damage ahead of Legacy. If it wasn't for that detrimental mistake Abraham Lincoln made at the beginning with his gas, Legacy would have won if it wasn't for that mistake at the beginning. I gotta say, this is exactly what I'm talking about. When you're playing things like this,
I jumped out of my fucking chair, dude.
You need to be calm. You need to be aware of everything that's going on, because as you see right here, because of something like that, a little slip up costed Legacy the entire game and the event. But anyway, both teams did a splendid job. It was an exciting match. It was just overall fantastic. That is a great way to end the day. That is a great way to end the game.
Having not good job to this event.
Good job to both teams.